Welcome to the 2D Web Solution Show, the podcast that provides freelancers who are wanting to make more with WordPress, the solutions to create a plan, take action, and experience success. And now, here are Arelthia, Phillips, and Carron with their next 2D Web Solutions episode.
Hey there, guys. Thank you for being here, and welcome to episode 32.
Today's topic is the ideal homepage. We want to talk about the primary purpose of the homepage, what goes on the homepage, and when you should change your homepage. So, Kerry, start us out with what's the importance and primary purpose of a homepage.
The homepage of your website is so important because it is one of the pages that is the most often visited by people who are coming to your website. So it is a must-see. I mean, it's where everyone who comes to your website lands, regardless of how they got to your website. In most cases, they're coming directly to your URL with no other words after your domain name, and that's your homepage. So it's important because it attracts traffic, and it is designed, or should be designed, to educate your visitors and convert whoever your visitors and readers are into taking some sort of action. Do you have anything you'd like to add to that, Arelthia?
I think you pretty much did a great job of covering why it's so important. So let's go ahead and move on to our next question of what actually goes on the homepage, Kerry.
Yeah, absolutely. This is a long, long list. So I'm only going to name a couple, and then Arelthia, I'm going to let you give your input because, you know, homepages, there's so many things that can go on them. Most importantly, you want a clear and simple headline and a description of what it is that you do and what you offer. Okay, this goes back to all of the most recent podcasts that we've done as far as describing who you are on a personal level and your personality, and most importantly, the benefits that your clients are going to receive from you. So in addition to those things, Arelthia, go ahead and fill us in on some other stuff.
So you want to make sure, again, like Kerry said, you want to tell that story of who you are and what you do and who you do it for and why what you do matters to others. Okay, that's important for you to convey with your homepage. You want to have a call to action that gets your readers to do that next step. One of the things that you want to make sure you have, like, what's the most important thing you want them to do? That needs to be front and center. What's the most important action that you need for them to do? There are different like we could do a whole show on which route to take with this. There's one route that says, okay, so you want to get their information right away. There's another route that says, hey, you want to develop trust right away. But whatever you do, put that call to action there to get them to take that next step, okay? So you want to get in front of them, maybe you're put some content in front of them. What you show that you are an expert in the niche that you are in. You could do that with image or video. What do you want to add, Kerry?
One of the things you mentioned in a previous episode that goes on a number of places on your website is testimonials, you know, giving that proof of trustworthiness. We all know that people will only do business with you if they know, like, and trust you. And that's kind of the industry standard there. Know you. So the way that they get to know you is that personal interaction, as well as the personality that you're putting forth on your homepage. They need to like you, so they have to agree with some of the things that you're providing, or it can even go on a little bit more intimate of a level of your morals and your values. Do they want to work with you because they've seen something you did a certain way and they agree with that? So you can link to additional resources, help your readers to learn more, help your readers find solutions to the questions that they have. So that brings us around to when should you change your homepage, Arelthia?
One of the big times when you should change your homepage is when it is not converting. Okay. And so that's where your analytics come into play. You want to look at the data in your analytics. Are you using heat maps that show you where people are actually clicking on your website, where people never ever click at, or what they're actually doing on your homepage? That helps you determine when it's time to change your homepage. Another thing, another reason you might want to change your homepage is if you change your positioning or you change your target market. Are you offering something different? Are you offering it to the same market?
Yeah, absolutely. And you know what? It's interesting that there's so much what seems to be duplication in what we're saying from page to page on your website, and when things change and making those updates and all of that. So it's a lot of work. So how often do you think we need to change?
At a minimum, annually.
Yeah.
Every year your homepage should change, because things change over time. Definitely, if you're paying attention to your analytics, yes, sometimes just the numbers don't exactly tell you what you want, but you can tell who's falling off from the homepage. After the homepage, they're just leaving. Or if you look at a heat map for your homepage and they're always clicking in the same spot, or they scroll down to a certain spot and then they're clicking on things, then maybe that's something that you want to move up closer to get more people to it, okay? So if you pay attention to those things, you'll notice it. But if at nothing else, that's at least annually when you should check your analytics.
Right. So thinking about all of the pages and everything that we need to review, it just off the top of my head just hit me. It's like, I wouldn't save all of these updates to do at one time necessarily, unless it's the same information that you're replacing on each page. And if that's the case, I recommend setting your website up to have that created and handled dynamically so you don't have to go in and change each page. However, we should probably schedule our annual review for each, depending on how many pages we have, for different times of the year. That way, at least we're getting into the back end of our website and on those pages at different times during the year. And it just seems like the smart thing to do to try to schedule it. What do you think?
I think that's a great point, Kerry, is to schedule it. It's just like you're going to have to do it. So put it on your calendar. What you schedule gets done. If you don't make time for it, it's not going to happen. So that leads us into our action plan for today.
It certainly does. Today's action plan is, of course, to go and review and update your homepage.
So guys, we want to thank you for being on this episode. We ask that you visit 2dwebsolutions.com. Leave us your questions and comments so that they can help us and help others along the path to making more with WordPress.
Now go out and create your plan, take action, and experience your success.
Kerry and Arelthia invite you to start your plan by taking this action. Submit your questions by visiting their website and subscribe to their 2D podcast at 2dwebsolutions.com.